Hello. I don't mind what happens. A quote from Krishnamurti, the Indian thinker philosopher who died in 1986. He was lecturing, offering some of his many profound thoughts about living, when he stopped, leant over the lectern, and said, "Do you want to know what the real secret is?" And of course, they were all on the edge of their seats. And he said, "I don't mind what happens." It's a way of looking at life that in some ways sounds negative. After all, you could argue if everybody just sat back and let things happen, nothing would ever change. But it's more positive than that, because he's saying, I think, that you allow yourself to be carried forward in life, not denying your own skills and abilities to do things, to respond to life, but not allowing yourself to be led by your own desires, your own wishes, your own needs, your own desire for security. In that context, saying, "I don't mind what happens." It struck me there was a similarity here with the approach of Jesus to his life and indeed to his death. He was a full human being with all the decision-making capacity that we all have, the freedom to make his own choices. But he decided he wanted all those choices to be in line with what God wanted from him, what is the power of love that he called his Father was asking of him. He wanted, as he said right at the end of his life on the cross, "Into your hands, O God, I commit my spirit." It's an attitude to life that all of us are invited to follow. For some who are not Christians, it will be an openness to a love, a power of love in the world, and to let go of our own hopes and fears and wishes in order to be caught up in that power of love. For those of us who are Christians, it will be more specifically geared to a trust in God, a trust that as we open ourselves to God, it doesn't matter what else happens, because we will be held securely within that love. And it may be that we experience difficulty and suffering and hardship, but all those things will not matter as much as the fact that we're held within the love of God and being open to his will, doing what God wants. Today's April Fool's Day, and for many people that's a very foolish way of approaching life. They would say, we've got these skills, these abilities, these powers of making decisions for ourselves, we should just use them. And to give your life over to some other force, particularly when you can't really identify it, as they would say, is foolhardy. But I think foolishness often speaks wisely to the world. And in the medieval tradition, the fool was the person who spoke the truth to the king. And so foolishness can sometimes be wisdom, as indeed the Bible suggests. And so today, let's try and be open to what life brings us. If we're not Christian, let's allow ourselves to be relaxed and to go with the flow and to let go of our own fears and wants and desires and see where that leads. And if we are Christian, to allow that same approach to be encompassed within a trust of God, who we are confident will do with us what is right, hard though it sometimes may be, and surround us always with love.